same events going on, except this time Peter was just a split second too late. He turns around to find that the glider was already in his stomach. He didn't see it coming, he ignored his spider sense, and he paid the ultimate price. And then pretty much what happened was, as Norman said, that he should have joined him, and he was the ultimate failure for what he did. We finally go back from the same events as the ending of Spider-Man 1, wherein this time it's Norman Osborn bringing Peter's dead body to his house, and what actually happens is he sees Harry. Harry's like, "What have you done? What have you done?" He literally takes a pumpkin bomb, throws it at Harry. He doesn't even care for what Harry has to say, because he's so happy that he just killed Spider-Man. He throws a pumpkin bomb at Harry. The whole thing explodes in the house, pretty much bringing Harry all the way back across the room, smashing into glass. And then what happens is Norman takes the glider and he's leaving, and now Harry is pretty much almost dead on the ground. Now we could do two different things here. We could kill off Harry in this storyline, or we could keep Harry alive. And I thought, keeping Harry alive would actually bring a lot of cool elements to this story, so I'm gonna have Harry stay alive. So in our universe, Harry's crawling. He sees glass that's all shattered across the room. He's bleeding everywhere, just like Spider-Man 3, and he's even weaker because in Spider-Man 3, don't forget, he already had the Goblin serum. In this one, he has no Goblin serum. He's just really lucky that he's alive from that pumpkin blast. He's crawling, and then what he sees is the whole laboratory with Norman's equipment. He sees gliders, he sees pumpkin bombs, he sees the whole laboratory, and this time, he actually just realizes what he needs to do. He takes a serum from the Goblin serum and he injects it into himself. He goes into the chamber, presses the button, and the Goblin serum just raises up and he becomes the Goblin. Norman tries to find Mary Jane on the bridge once again because he wants to seek his revenge on what they all did to him. So he goes back. He goes where the Ravencroft area was, where all those kids were. He takes Mary Jane by the throat, goes all the way back up to the bridge, and he just has her, he's choking her to death. And then all of a sudden you just see a pumpkin bomb rolling around, and then Norman looks to his side to see a big giant explosion. All three of them all get flying across the whole skyscraper. Everything was just blown up, and then out of nowhere Norman flies in once again with his glider, and then he just gets knocked down by Harry Osborn in the Hobgoblin uniform. He finds Mary Jane. He was able to take her when the whole explosion happened, and then after that there's a huge fight on the same bridge, and it's Norman and Harry duking it out for the final battle. And then Norman already has experience from fighting because he fought Spider-Man and put up a good fight against him, but he became victorious, and he's still happy about that victory, so he still has a bit of confidence left in him, and they're just battling it out. Except this time the glider that Harry has goes behind Norman, and Norman ducks, Harry ducks, the glider breaks into another wall, and they're still fighting while gliders are pretty much in the air. And Harry still has some higher tech than Norman because he took more serum than Norman ever did. And then he's able to defeat Norman, and this time he doesn't kill his father. He puts him to justice, throws him in jail, and then at the Daily Bugle he reveals himself as Harry Osborn. And then the whole Oscorp company gets saved by Harry, and then the events of Spider-Man 2 and 3 are drastically changed, and eventually there'll be a newspaper print saying that Norman Osborn killed Spider-Man and Peter Parker was Spider-Man.